Hello, funny people in my computer screen. What's going on? Welcome to stream today. Who have we got? Who have we got in chat? We got a Milkweed 505, Heldig 1, Pepgas 2, Seek Figure, You Blorp, Vladimir or else. We got some good usernames. Cypher Stakes, Lily Evans, Cyril the Proto Dragon, Nicole and CSG. That's Skylar29. We got a Matthew, an Aussie Media, Mr. Meow, Corsavero, Reedy the Redman Witherman, Q-Zip, Carl Miller, I think I said you already, Projects, Spec 5ster, Rivers Alt, Cuban Cat, Fluffy Protogen, Yayak, also known as the Early Squad. And DH, I missed you too. Oopsie. How's it going? Welcome early squad. Congratulations on being early to this amazing stream where many amazing and exciting things are gonna happen. I'm definitely not just gonna draw fluffy animals whilst responding to chat. Yo, he's gonna be the most exciting thing you've ever seen in your life. You're gonna be like jumping out of your seat. What kind of furry art are you drawing? I'm just working on some commissions today. What is it got? You got a cute little commission stream. If you don't know, I take commissions through Ko-fi. There's a link in the description if you're interested. I do take them on a slot basis, so when I finish stuff, I open more slots, just so I don't take like a million at once, and I think when that happens you die or something like that, so just to avoid that, I do them on a slot basis. So you gotta check if the slot's open if you're interested. But yeah, give me a sec, I need to turn my music down, it's very angry in my ear holes right now. Spooky month ended, true. It went by so fast. I'm always like, when it's October 1st, I'm always like, yo, I'm gonna actually do something on Halloween this year. Guess who spent the entire day yesterday inside making animations? This guy. Yeah. But it's okay because I made a new video. Oh yeah. What's music playlist? I don't have one. Because a lot of the tracks I have playing are freaking not on YouTube, let's say. But I have been meaning to make a playlist of the ones that are on YouTube. I even have it written down on my notes from the last stream. Guess who didn't do that? Hell yeah. I would whip into the screen right now if I could. But yeah. It's okay. I'll just pretend I'm gonna do something next year on Halloween. I mean, in all honesty, I don't know what I would do anyway. You think I'd go outside? Went fursuiting for Halloween and it was so much fun. See, that's a good use of your time. I may be joking about like me staying indoors all day instead of doing something, but if you have the opportunity to actually do something on Halloween and other occasions, I highly recommend doing it. It's really worth like the memories. Always like on the day I'm like, I don't really care that much, but then the day after I regret missing the chance to make fun memories. And now you, for example, in a few years or even a few months, you can be like, yo, remember that time I went fursuiting on Halloween and it was really fun? And you got a cute little memory that you can always think back on and be like, yo, that was fun. Whereas I don't. I can think back on that time that I made an animation, which is the thing I do every day. Basically every day. So it's not particularly special, is it? But it was a good video though, right? I really enjoyed making it. I'm really happy with the end result. Yes. That is the end of my sentence. And I really hope that the animation enthusiasts in the audience appreciate the amount of effort I put into the animation this time. I've been, I hope it's at least somewhat noticeable that I've been trying to improve. I mean, okay, I'm that guy who's like constantly trying to improve everything I do, so maybe it's not that noticeable, but I feel like I've made a lot of strides in my animation recently. And I feel like my recent animations just look so much better than my older ones. Ah. Portrays cats so realistically. Thank you. That was intentional. You gonna read that out, Chip?
I've been here since 2020 or 2021. You don't remember when I began, also Aaron, do you have a fursuit? When will you ever show it if yes?
Thank you very much for the dodo, Ozzy. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well, by the way. Welcome to stream. Spoiler, I do actually have a fursuit. It's one that I made myself. Well, technically I have two of them, but they're the same character, and what? Okay. Okay, so I made them myself. I made a fursuit head of Ryan, my meow. What the hell is going on there? Object. Thank you for the dodo, Sleeping Ginger. I really appreciate it. I'll answer your question in a second, just when I'm finished with the other one. Yeah, I made my own fursuit heads of my other Sona, Ryan. He's like a he's literally a husky dog. And they are okay for my first attempt. I'm definitely not like shitting on myself for no reason. But they're not like at a quality where I'm happy to like wear them, honestly. Unfortunately. So that's why you've never seen them. And probably never will see them, to be honest. Although I do have a meme on my streaming channel on YouTube that I said that I would do a fursuit reveal at 100k subs on that channel. But now that I'm like doing Twitch as well, I'm not like sure about that. I mean, I guess if I ever do hit 100k subs on that channel, I'll just do it anyway, because I want to like not lie. But I also kind of don't know if I will ever hit that many subs on that channel. We'll see, I guess. If my streaming channel ever really gets that popular though, I would probably unironically just straight up commission somebody to make an entirely new suit for me to do for the celebration. So no head. Nope, not right now. Maybe in the future. Yeah, the problem is I started like refurbishing the head, I guess you would call it, like trying to make some improvements, and I never finished, so I haven't looked at him in a while, but I believe he has like a hole in his head. So that's another reason why you haven't seen him. That's another thing I keep telling myself I'm gonna do. I was like, oh, I'm gonna like finish what I was doing by Halloween, and then I can wear him on Halloween. Guess which of those things I didn't do? The joke is, it's both. Yeah. See, my main problem with both of the heads I made is that they are just really asymmetrical. And it bothers me so much. That I did not expect. The hardest thing about making a fursuit head is getting it to look symmetrical. Now I have like an insanely new perception of when I see another suit head and it's like perfectly symmetrical. I'm like even more amazed at it than I used to be, because I have that personal experience now. Okay, before I forget, Sleeping Ginger asked, "Hey chipflake, what's your opinion on Kitty Dog?" I think their animations are really cool. They give me nostalgia despite the fact that they're younger than me. Yeah. How do I unforce you to draw furry art? Commission me to draw anything other than furries. But to be honest, despite the provocative stream title, I am thoroughly enjoying what I'm doing right now. I mean, I always welcome... Meow? I always welcome other types of characters. I'm not sure why some people have the... assume that I only draw animals, which is not true. I like to think that I'm pretty decent at drawing humans nowadays. And just in general, I like the challenge of drawing stuff that I don't have a lot of experience with, so feel free to commission me to draw your, like, I don't know, freaking, like, robots and vehicles and stuff like that. I don't know if you would ever get a icon of a vehicle, but you know what I mean. Anyway, thank you for the resub, Amethyst. I really appreciate it. 14 months now. What the furry? I know, right? Imagine being a furry. Cringe. Hello, welcome to Cringe Capital. Alright. You drew my OC well. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. I think I drew her pretty well as well. I mean, I have a couple of if you're if you're interested in commissioning me to draw your human character, but you're not sure if I can draw it, there are a few examples on my Ko-fi of other humans I've drawn. If you like how they look, go ahead. If you don't like how they look, I won't be offended if you don't commission me. There you go. Thank you for the resub as well, Bab. Frickin' 28 months is absolutely wild. I don't know. I thought I was gonna think of something else to say, but I didn't, because I'm just so gobsmacked. My gobs are thoroughly smacked. Thank you for that dual attack. How was your spoopy month? It went by way too fast, honestly. I didn't do anything for... I didn't do anything spooky You know what I did? I did do something spooky related yesterday. I ate a pumpkin. That was definitely intentional. It definitely was not just a coincidence that I ate pumpkin yesterday. Yeah. I was just saying, like, 5 minutes ago about how I'm kinda regretting not doing more during Spoopy month, because I do really like October vibes and, like, the concept of Halloween and everything in general. I could have at least done some, like, Halloween icons or something like that. I don't know. I guess I was just kinda too busy with the whole, with all the videos I've been making lately. And I got a bit overwhelmed with everything, in all honesty.
Donated the monies. Anyhow Dutch time. Kinderkarnevals Obtuchtvorbereitungswerksamheden.
Das stimmt. Das stimmt. Vielen Dank. Vielen Dank für das Geld. Es freut mich jedes Mal. Jedes Mal, wenn ich keine Ahnung habe, was ich sagen soll. Das passiert einfach zu oft. Aber das ist einfach so. Nach 20 Sekunden. Das dauert mir viel zu lang. Ich hab kein Bock mehr, Deutsch zu reden. Noch 10 Sekunden. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yippie! To summarize, I was like, that's true. If you hear me say das stimmt, it means that's true. I realize that I say that very often. I said thanks for the money. And then I was like, I don't know what to say. It takes way too long. Etc. Thank you, Calciano. I really appreciate it. No idea what that word means. Something about a child's carnival preparation. Something like that. Are you just like, at this point, are you just Googling like long Dutch word? Not complaining. Absolutely not complaining. Yeah, I should just start doing the cola kid every time I have to speak German. I think that would be fun. Definitely wouldn't get old very quickly. Yeah, whenever that happens, that's 60 seconds. When I implemented the whole speak German for 60 seconds thing, I was like, is 60 seconds long enough? But it absolutely is. When it happens, I'm like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say for an entire minute. I feel like a freaking, like, you know, those like toy robots. Like, I have 5 phrases and that's it. We got some interesting questions in chat today. What's your opinion on femboys? Hot. Next question. Struggling to use PowerPoint somehow. That's not ideal when you have to do a PowerPoint presentation on Tuesday. Oh, are we still using PowerPoint in the year 2024? I thought we'd switch to I thought we'd all switch to Google Sheets. I was using Google Sheets in college already, and I was absolutely amazed by it, honestly. You could spend that time berating us non-German speakers and we would be none the wiser. True. I always try to think of stuff that non-German speakers might be able to figure out what I'm saying. But even when I do that, it seems like nobody understands me anyway, so at this point I'm just gonna start saying like random German words. Have to use PowerPoint for my college work. That's so weird to me because Google Sheets is literally free. Google Sheesh? True. God, remember the Sheesh meme? I'm glad we're out of that time, honestly. Do you play Geoguessr? I've played Geoguessr probably like 3 times in my life. I am famously bad at it. If you look at the records of worst Geoguessr players of all time, which is definitely real, definitely exists, I'm right there. There's like a mugshot of me. And as you may know, if you are familiar with me as a person, anything I am remotely not amazing at, I will completely lack the motivation to do. It is a wonderful character trait to have. Definitely doesn't make my life more difficult and less fun in multiple ways. German isn't my first language, but it feels really weird to me that almost all English speakers can't understand a word of German. You know what I think it is? Because it's true that there's actually a surprising amount of similarities. Okay, maybe it's not surprising if you know the like basic language history, but there's quite a few similarities between English and German, to the point where I think that most only English speakers, if you actually like pay a little bit of attention, you'll probably pick up a word or two. But I think a lot of people just assume that they're not going to understand anything, so they just kind of go into it without like bothering, you know? That's my theory, at least. Although maybe it's just a case of if it was written down, you'd probably notice, like, oh, that's literally an English word, but you don't recognize it in a voiced form because it sounds very different. Ow. Who's your favorite person minus yourself? I wouldn't say myself anyway. Not to be gay, but my boyfriend is pretty epic and cool. Definitely like one of the top 10 people of all time. Right next to frickin', you know. Why can't I think? I was trying to make a joke about like a fictional character, but I can't think of any. Why can't I think of any of my husbandos and waifus right now? All I can think of is Crown from Nikkei, but I don't think most of you know who that is. No, Jackal from Nikkei is the person of all time. Katra is a good example of a person of all time. Oh, frickin',
Mein Gott Mensen. Mein Möder stond mi gewohnt Cola Tee trinken.
Yo.
Ho cool ist dat als du blieft. Nu zocke Fortnite. Drink Cola yippie.
I knew immediately what that was gonna be. As you believe, that was amazing. Thank you very much, Culture Dot. I really appreciate it. Oh, that was good. Yeah, Fallin from Delicious and Dungeon. Also the person of all time. Sorry for asking this again. Okay, I completely missed the first time you asked it, so don't worry. What do you think makes a video entertaining? I'm trying to make an animated series called Edelstein. That's a very, very tough question to answer, honestly. What makes a video entertaining? That's a lot of things. It's such a broad question, I'm sorry. When it comes to animated series, though, I gotta say, with a heavy heart, the animation itself is kind of one of the less important things for most people, I think. Because, like, the storytelling itself, like the writing, really good storytelling and writing can make up for bad visuals, but amazing visuals can rarely make up for bad storytelling. So I feel like your priority is gonna make a good story first, and then focus on the visuals. And the thing is, when it comes to making original animations and stuff for specifically for YouTube, I feel like a lot of people kind of go in over their heads, and they want to make something freaking like studio quality. And then they realize that that's a lot of work for an independent person or even like a small studio at most. So I'd honestly like encourage you to look into things like maybe like a visual novel style of storytelling, things that aren't like fully animated. In my case, for example, I don't know if you noticed, but I rarely use color in my animations. Coloring animations is a surprisingly long process. I really felt that when I was making the my cat wants me to fight his evil clone video, when I had to color in frickin' socks like this dumbass, this dumbass right here, try to color him in for all of those frames. It took me like an entire week of just coloring. Whereas I can usually color a regular Chip animation that just features Chip and Guy, the human character, in like 3 days at most. What was I talking? That was a big old tangent. What was I talking about? Little question, what is the difference between frames and keyframes? I think some people use those interchangeably actually. But a keyframe is usually, like, as the name suggests, it is a key part of your animation. So, in the case of a ball bouncing, your keyframes would be the frame where the ball is on the ground, the one where it's in the air, for example. Doesn't necessarily have to be those exact ones. And then back on the ground again. Those would be your keyframes. If that makes sense. My cat wants me to fight his evil clone was really cool. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That was another one of those videos that was a little bit more experimental than what I usually make. So I'm really glad that people appreciated it. Because I'm kind of in that mood again where I want to do some more unique things, I guess. Like, I have an idea brewing in my brain that I think is gonna take a while to get around to, but I wanna try something new again. Kind of in the same style as that video. Ow. Thank you. I try to keep it well organized and keep all the characters likable and well made. I will try to focus on the story. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad I can help in some way. I feel like I talk about it all the frickin' time on my streams, but I just find it really sad how many people have these like really cool ideas for their own projects that they want to make and stuff, but those projects just never happen because they are way too ambitious about it. That's just really sad to me. So when I can, I try to encourage people to like simplify things. The thing is, you can make a freaking like animatic, for example, and you could release that as it is, and it would be like a project. That's okay. That it's like kind of simple, you know. The fact that it exists in the first place is is an amazing thing, and I think, you know, having a simple but completed animation is a lot better than your project being stuck in developmental hell because you want to make freaking like 60 FPS, fully colored, fully animated, fully composited, fully freaking voice acted, music, everything, explosions everywhere. And then you realize that that's going to take you like 20 years to complete, and you lose motivation. You can always like make, for example, an animatic, and you can always build on top of that animatic once it's done. But you can't, you know, it happens too often where people do it like scene by scene. They make this fully animated, illustrated, colored scene with like shading and everything. And then it's like, oops, now I gotta do 20 more of these, but I don't have time because I have other responsibilities. Oopsie. Beep, boop, beep. Anyway, how are you? When was the last time we played Geoguessr? I played against someone like a month ago named Aari who was from Germany. Really? That was not me, I'm afraid. I haven't played Geoguessr in like 10 years. Just joined and that's so relatable. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm always talking about it. I mean, me too. I have so many projects that I wanted to do growing up. And I just never did because I really overestimated the amount of work I could realistically do as a student. Working by myself or with a friend who is very easily distracted. Like, I remember having an idea for an animated series kind of like Ed's World. I was really inspired by Ed's World when I was younger. I wanted to make a similar animated series with my friends. And I remember getting into call with them on Skype. Like, okay, let's write some episodes, and we would do literally everything except for write the episodes. Like, we'd frickin' like talk about like Minecraft and stuff. Yeah, I feel like that's something a lot of people can relate to. For me, it's always schoolwork. That's even worse when it's something that it's not even like a hobby project, it's something you need to do for school. And I was like that quiet kid who was like, I don't wanna ruin the mood and like try to tell people to get on with the project. I don't want them to not think I'm cool. So I'm just gonna be quiet and like basically do all the work myself. Yep, I'm pretty glad that I don't have to go to school anymore. It doesn't stop my brain from generating dreams about school on a constant basis. I have this reoccurring dream where I'm in the art class again. And I have to finish a project. No, I have to... The dream usually goes that I have to hand in my end of year project, which is like all the work that I've done throughout the entire year. And in the dream, I've always done like no work, so I have to do like an entire year's worth of work in one night. That's how my dream usually goes. That's a little bit how it went in real life as well, actually. I pulled an all-nighter to finish my end-of-year project. Yeah, because I was a little bit depressed during that term and found it a little bit hard to do the work in a reasonable amount of time. Which is pretty cool and nice. Yeah, I'm just constantly dreaming about like like how if I redid my college that I would do it way better. Which is like sure, but like why? Yeah, the one thing I'm super thankful about when it comes to the college I went to though, my teacher was an absolute legend. He was really chill about the fact that my attendance was absolute shite. And he kind of had like this general policy of like, as long as you get the work done, I don't care, you know? Like he, I believe he could probably tell that I was not doing amazingly in the mental department. And was like, you know, I can tell that you're not skipping class because you can't be asked. Which I really appreciate. It's kind of funny because it was called... What was it called? It was like a general arts class, like a class you take between college and university. Like you can take an extra year of college before you go to university to do this art class. It's like only art. And the first term is like you do every kind, which is, it was like freaking like graphic design, like paint based art, like mixed media. And the other one was like 3D, I think. And I did the graphic design one because I was more in tune with like the digital art that I wanted to make. And that was a good choice, partially because I remember the teacher for the mixed media class Like, she was the kind of teacher who would not have been understanding about my poor attendance in the same way that the graphics teacher was. Like, she was really nice and everything, and stuff like that, but it felt a bit like she would have been a better teacher at like a high school or a primary school even. So yeah, I'm glad I went with the class that I did. It turned out to be kind of, I mean, I don't really like use anything that I learned at that class. I probably would if I ended up actually going to university and stuff. But as you know, whilst I was in that college, I started up my YouTube channel, and I was very lucky that it took off and stuff right as I finished. So I didn't have to go to university, which was cool because I did not want to. Where was I going with the story? What was the purpose of the story? Yeah. Anyway, how are you? Oh, I was talking about dreams, wasn't I? I don't even remember how I started talking about that. Yeah, if you happen to be from the UK, I don't know if that still is a thing. There's probably still a thing that you can go to, you can do an extra year of college before you go to university, and it's free, which is cool. That's why I don't want to say that it was pointless for me to go on that course. It turned out to be a very good decision. Because, like, I don't know what I would have done if I actually went to university instead. Probably would have, like, died or something. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. That's a little bit too, a little bit, not an obvious joke. Yeah, I wonder if I would have just dropped out of university after like a year. And then I would be in the same position I am now, but with like £9,000 of debt. I think 1 year of university would have been like £9,000 at the time. What's the character you're drawing right now? This is what's their username again? Oh, this is Mage Mantis's character. And she is very cute, I agree. Is university that bad? No, it's not. I mean, I don't know because I never went. I just didn't want to go. I didn't want to go because, well, two reasons. First of all, I didn't actually know what I wanted to do as a career. I just kind of picked animation because I enjoyed doing it, but I also couldn't really see myself as like working in an animation studio or whatever. I didn't know what I wanted to do. But I kind of felt like university was the only choice I had. The problem with that would have been, first of all, the debt is not that fun. And I was in a long-distance relationship at the time. So going to university would have meant another 3 years trapped in the UK. Away from my long-distance partner, which was getting... We were like 4 years together at that point, and it was absolutely miserable, to be completely honest. I don't like to discourage people from like seeking long distance relationships if that's what they really want. But yeah, after 4 years it was getting extremely difficult. And that's when I decided to become a YouTuber. Yippee! And that's how I met your mother. How furry are you in percentage? How about you take a guess? Can I send an imager link here? I made this as an image and I really want to share it. I'm sorry, but I think all links are gonna get blocked. Just because of the auto mod. My apologies. You won't get banned or anything, don't worry about that, but it's probably gonna get hidden automatically. 200% is a pretty good, good estimate. Ah. Long distance relationship? Is that an Ivy Co music reference? Yes, absolutely. Had to get out of college because of financial issues, COVID after the fact. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know if you are based in the UK, but I do have to say the UK system for the university debt is pretty decent, I guess. Like, you generally don't have to pay it back until you earn over a certain amount at your job, which I always found pretty nice. I mean, the nicest thing of all would be no student fees at all, because freaking putting a price on education is incredibly cringe, and is just hindering our development as a society. But yeah, at least in the UK, thankfully, they don't demand you to pay it back immediately whilst you're like unemployed right after finishing university. I do feel for everyone who was at university or just finished university right as COVID hit, though. Like, a close friend of mine also finished university, like, right in the middle of COVID. Lost his job because the frickin' the business owner went bankrupt due to COVID. And then couldn't find another job in time. Because of, like, you know, there was nothing available due to COVID. So he had to move back to his home country. Which is very stupid. It's like you go out of your way to move to an entirely different country just to try to get a better life for yourself, and then a freaking pandemic is like, yo, I'm gonna ruin this man's whole career, literally. Yeah, I really feel for people in that situation. Or like any situation where their education got screwed up because of COVID. But anyway, let's see if we can move on to a more light-hearted topic. Ah. You ever played any choice-based games like The Walking Dead or Until Dawn? Probably. Not those two. I can't think of one off the top of my head right now. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm really bad at thinking of things off the top of my head. Yo, is that a leggy? What the heck? Yo, what the heck, Helding? What? Okay, that's a problem I should probably fix. Thank you for the... What is that? 5? 5 gifted subs, Helding. You absolute legend. Thank you so much. Here's something a little more lighthearted, indeed. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone who yoinks one of those enjoys it. Enjoy the emotes. You have permission to lightly spam the emotes for a short amount of time. Yeah, I'm not sure why it just dumped all of those at once. It was kind of a vibe though, I kind of like that. What is your age? I was gonna say it. I was gonna say a guess, but I'm pretty sure there's like at least 5 people in chat who know how old I am. I am 700 years old. Which explains why I am so wise and full of intellect. And why I have this gracious beard. Didn't know you're a streamer on Twitch. Really enjoyed watching your vids on YouTube. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I've been streaming on Twitch since March this year, actually. But I've been streaming in general for over 2 years now. I have a YouTube channel called Chipflake Livestreams if you prefer to watch streams on YouTube. Oh no, what's going on now? Okay. Thank you very much for the frickin' is that also 5? 5 gifted subs, Matty, who you absolute legend. What the heck? Thank you so much. My YouTube chat is broken once again, because of course it is.
Cheer 900 cat goes meow.
So true. So true. Thank you for the cheer, Heldig. Hacking legend. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna loudly sip from my drink. Oh my goodness. Yeah, anyone who got a gifted Kato Squad membership, feel free to spam some emotes for a little bit. You're very welcome. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. Ah. Now thank you for the head pat. Out of your older / classic chip story times, which one's your favorite to work on? Oh, those videos, I would make them and I would upload them and then it would disappear from my brain. So one in particular doesn't really stand out to me as... Okay, I think the first time I used the sitting down chip avatar, like not the anthro one, but the four-legged one. I remember trying something a little bit different with like the style of humor in that video, and I believe I enjoyed working on that one more. To be completely honest with you, I don't have a ton of like fond memories of working on those old story times because back then I was kind of struggling financially. Like my videos would, like my channel was not super successful to the point where I could like chill and make videos. It was always a little bit stressful for me. Like I had to finish it by a certain time if I wanted to be able to pay my bills. So that made the process a little bit less enjoyable. But obviously I was still really passionate about it, so I kept going. And now we're here. Not saying that making videos doesn't get stressful at times. It definitely still does. But thankfully I'm at a position now where I have like the commissions and the Patreon and these streams where I don't feel like, I mean, I do have to make, I do have to upload videos at a certain rate and still in order to pay my bills and stuff. But thankfully it's not like once a week or something ridiculous like that. I can kind of like put a bit more time into them, which I appreciate a lot. Yo, thank you
Cheer 600.
Thank you for the cheers X100. Eldig, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I don't think I've ever had a level 3 hype trade before on Twitch. That's very cool. Look at all those dancing thingies. So pretty. So beautiful. Why don't you use this OC more often? Do you mean this avatar? I don't fully understand the question, my apologies. Let me leave the rest of my biddies with you now to keep them safe. I will protect them with my life. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not quite at the level that I want to be, financially, I suppose. But I'm definitely in a better place than I was back towards the beginning of the chipflake YouTube channel. Which is very cool and nice. Have you tried reading furry VNs? I rant and rave about Echo all the time. I really like that one. And I've also read Ad Astra, but to be honest, it wasn't really my thing. I don't really like. That's the probably the hottest take in furry history, but I don't really like Amicus, is that his name? I didn't really like Amicus. Other than that, I have a bunch of other visual novels in my I have a little folder to keep them safe, but I still haven't gotten around to playing anymore. Have you played web fishing yet? I have not. I feel like by the time I get around to that game, everyone's gonna stop playing it. Like I'm gonna walk up to the park with my silly little fishing rod and be like, okay guys, let's do some fishing. And it's just empty. Tumbleweeds. Crickets. Yeah, I'm in the middle of my my Professor Layton kick right now. started playing the very first one, the Curious Village. The one I've never played. It's a little bit clunky. That's true. But it has a really nice, like, vibe. Also, the music freaking slaps, gotta say. Hey, one sec, just getting up my reference, my image of referential purposes. What did you do on Halloween? The same thing I do every evening. Absolutely nothing. It'll be local fishing at that point. True. Which Ace Attorney are you on? I still haven't played much more of Justice. What is the name? The ones that came out after the first trilogy. Apollo Justice, yeah. I've still only played like 10 minutes of that one. I'm a little bit addicted to the puzzling right now. I apologize.
Chip Mellow Plush when?
What the heck, Alex? Hello? Hello. Bro. You could buy like 3.5 Chip Mellow plushies with that. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. My chat is broken right now. I want to at least give you a heart. I'm gonna have to do that on my phone. Let me see. Shut up. I can't even heart it on my phone. What? Why not? Huh? Am I not logged in? Oh, I'm on my other account. Silly me. What an absolute plonker, am I right? Where's my chat? I can see the comments. Oh, that was an old stream, that's why. There we go. Chip Mellow I mean, okay, the loaf is pretty marshmallowy. It's like a marshmallow in the shape of a loaf. Unironically though, he's like ridiculously soft and satisfying to squish. Like, I've been like cuddling it every night because it's so soft and squishy. But a plush where he like actually looks like a marshmallow, it's literally just like this. That would be a good one actually, and the same consistency as the loaf. That's an actual idea. The problem is there's so many different chip plushies I could make. If it didn't take so long to design each one, I would have like 20 different plushies right now. Making me want to buy one, that's the point. I do feel like the squishy softness of the plush isn't really translated that well in the video. I wish I could demonstrate to you in real time how soft and squishy the boy is. Also, like, it's really satisfying to like stroke the beans. tiny marshmallow? Okay. Okay, now you're cooking. Now you're making s'mores. Oh, what about a little marshmallow like keyring? Plush keyring. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get the chip plush delivered sooner, actually. If I get a few more orders, I can probably like put in an order for them already so they would arrive sooner. Possibly. Yo, is that a nebula? What the heck? How's it going, dude? We need a chibi socks plushie. Yeah, I really want to make a socks plushie. I'm heavily procrastinating on the design though. Cause I don't know what he should look like, to be completely honest. Like I could make him like kind of like a semi-realistic skunk. Kind of like in the video where I talked about how I learned German. Or I could make like a chibi one, like you said. Or I could make one that kind of looks like Chip, but with socks colors. There's too many options and I'm kind of overwhelmed. In any case, I gotta cool it for a while because I did just release another chip plush, so... Yeah, it's really easy with Chip because he's literally just a white cat with a couple of brown accents. Sox's design is a bit more complicated though. So he'd probably have to be a bit more expensive than the Chip ones. Which I don't want to have to do, but considering the capitalist society we live in, unfortunately that would have to be the case. Sometimes I get comments being like, yo, can you like make your merch cheaper? I live in X country where your plush costs like this amount. And I'm like, yeah, I really feel for you, but unfortunately, like, my rent costs like 4 times the amount yours does. In a perfect world, everyone would have a chip plush right now. But unfortunately, we don't live in that world. I don't know if we ever will. Why did your voice change recently? What do you mean by recently? I have my squishy chip watching over me at all times. Yeah, I love how that plush in particular came out, because his stare is like just slightly ominous. Like he's cute and all, but he's also like a little bit ominous if you stare at him for too long. Reality is disappointing. I also wish there was a way that I could, like, do free art for people. Other than the artathons, of course. Like, I hate that it has to be a transaction, you know? I wish I could just be like, yo, your character's really cool, I'm gonna do some art for you, and I would, like, not die from, not paying my bills. Is the new chipflake flesh orb edible? For legal reasons, I cannot answer that question. If you make a sock splush, you'd have to figure out how to make his hair floopy like a snow poof. Yeah, that's the hair and like his tail are the two things I'm kind of struggling with. Because I'd love to make his tail like faux fur, like fake fur. So it's like super fluffy and stuff. But that would probably make them really expensive. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep. I'm going to on holiday to Germany next year around the same time as Dokumi. Do you think you'll be there? Oh hell yeah, nice. I will spoil. I have applied for Dokumi next year. I don't know. I won't know if I got accepted until January though. But it's a really big con, so the amount of spaces they have for artists in the artist alley is quite a lot, so I'd say the chances of me getting in again are pretty high. Although I will also spoil that I am interested in doing Eurofurence next year as well. Beep boop. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep. Stomach calls for food. No worries, dude. Have a good food. Enjoy your meal. Do you have any older plushies you'll be selling there? I have a couple of squishies left over that I'll probably take to Dokumi if I get accepted, of course. And I'm gonna attempt to get some loaves as well. That kind of depends on if I get enough pre-orders though. The other, I did have a, okay, I don't know if I should say that, I don't know if it will disappoint you, but I did have some other plushies, but those all sold out during Dokumi. And Unfortunately, even if I would bring back older designs, they're not gonna look the same because I made them with different manufacturers. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm so annoying when it comes to like the limited edition plushies and stuff. I just find it like really creatively fulfilling to keep coming up with new ideas rather than just redoing the old ones. And I get that it's like kind of disappointing when you really like a design but you happen to miss out on it. I get that and I'm sorry for that. Oop, oop. Just here to say hi to my favorite furry. Who is that? Who could that be? I don't see any furries. Chat, do you guys see any furries? Because I don't. We're all the biggest anime fans over here. Yeah. No furries here, just anime fans. Yeah, what I'm drawing on screen right now, it's not a furry. It is called a neko. Yeah, definitely. Schrodinger's furry. I think it's cool that you get creative with the plushie designs. Yo, thank you very much. I appreciate it. That genuinely means a lot to me. Honestly, like... I know that most people are probably pretty cool with it. And people who have, like, positive opinions just tend to be a bit more, like... they don't voice it as often as people with negative opinions, so it feels a bit more like there's more negativity around it when there's actually than there actually is. So if you take the time to say something nice, I really appreciate it. How's stream going? It is going pretty good. We are chilling. We've had some interesting conversations already. I might take a little break in about 5 minutes just to get a refill of drink. But I'm planning to do the full 3 hours today. Although I don't know if I do already have like the line art for both of them done, the color for this one done. I don't know if that's gonna take me 3 hours. I have some wiggle icon slots open right now if anybody wants to yoink one on my Ko-fi. Liquid plush next. What would that even look like? Would it just... Yo, that would be it would be a rug. Liquid chip plush is just a rug. Also, apologies if I don't respond to compliments sometimes. I just don't know how to respond to them sometimes. But I do appreciate it. Oh, this is like, the reference image is 3D. And I can't tell if the character's fangs are supposed to be black or if that's just the shader. I think they're supposed to be black, actually. I'm gonna make them black, and then I'll just make them white if the client requests so. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, I am being forced to draw furries because I'm doing it for monetary purposes, and in our current society, that is how you don't die. I've seen every animation from you. Thank you so much for that. that's some dedication. I will know from my own 12-hour long stream where I reacted to all of my videos. That was like a year ago, and it took me 12 hours, so I can't imagine how long it would take to watch all of my videos now. Probably like 13 hours. Our community on Twitch seems really positive and friendly, or at least the parts I frequent. Yeah, it really is. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I've been feeling kind of like lonely when it comes to being a content creator on YouTube specifically, because it feels like the animation community isn't. It feels like the animation community is not really a thing anymore. Like, there's only really like a handful of like big YouTubers now, and they seem to like congregate together, and there's not really like a. It feels like there's not much of a small to mid-sized YouTuber community for animators. Nowadays, based on my own personal feelings at least. But as soon as I started streaming on Twitch, like, suddenly I found a bunch of fellow artist streamers, and everybody's like super nice and friendly. It's been really welcoming, which is really nice. I feel like I've finally started making connections with other creators again after like several years, honestly. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink really quick. I'll be like 2 minutes. Don't forget while I'm gone that What the flip? What the frick? What the heckity hecking heck? So, I'm about to repost my, going live post on Blue Sky, aka not Twitter. And I've just seen a comment that says, I don't know if this person is in chat right now, I hope so, but this comment says, this just reminded me that I had this distinct memory of you explicitly stating that you weren't a furry years ago. And then one day I stumbled upon some interview you did with someone where you were talking about your persona and I got crazy whiplash. If this person is in chat right now, what are you talking about? I have never stated in a video that I'm not a furry. I've never said that. I've said it as a joke on my streams sometimes, but I've never explicitly stated in a video that I'm not a furry. And I also don't believe I've ever done an interview with someone talking about my persona. Oh, maybe you're talking about the Daft Pina video where I talked about Ryan. Yeah. No, I've never said that I'm not a furry. You might be mixing me up with somebody such as Katsune. Pretty sure he made an entire video about how he's not a furry. But I've never done that. And I don't know why so many people think I did. But anyway. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to was supposed to do a repost. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, I don't think that you have to consider yourself a furry if you use an anthropomorphic character as a representation of yourself online. It's entirely possible to do that and not be a furry. But personally, I'm 200% furry, and I've never denied that. It is true that I've when it comes to my YouTube, I try to be like not furry. Like I wouldn't call my content furry content. I specifically try to present it as something that anyone can watch and enjoy. But if you're talking about me specifically and my personal hobbies and interests, I'm very much a furry. Okay, let me go ahead and start shading this. Or actually, I'm gonna do the background first. I find it a little easier to do the shading once the background is in. It's a little bit easier to pick colors that actually look good. And kinda like make sense even though it's a fake environment. Everything kinda like blends together blends together better if you do your shading inspired by like the background, if that makes sense. Hi Chip, nice to be able to see one of your streams. Heck yeah, thank you for taking the time out of your day to stop by. I will admit I haven't been streaming as much lately, because I've been kind of busy working on my main channel. But in theory, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around this time. Ooh, let's do a yellow actually. Like a slightly orangey yellow. To match her fiery personality and also provide a little bit of contrast with the eyes. Glad artists have moved over to Blue Sky recently, it's much less toxic here than Twitter. Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. by how many people have moved over to Blue Sky. It's really cool. I'm glad more people are giving it a chance nowadays. And I think when the forced AI integration happens in the middle of November, even more people are gonna move over. Oh, yeah. Usually I mess around with the background for like another half an hour, but I'm actually pretty happy with this. See, now I can choose this kind of red for the shadows, and it should kind of like help everything blend together a little bit. Finally caught one of your streams, heck yeah. I haven't streamed this week though, so don't feel bad about that. Amazes me how someone could be handed one of the most popular websites of the modern era and do everything in his power to completely ruin it. It is very impressive. And very much a shame, because I really like Twitter. Honestly, I like the format, I guess, of that website. And it's a real shame to see it be destroyed in this way. I don't know why, but I've always, like, I wish I could just move to, like, Instagram or something, but those kinds of social medias have just never stuck with me for some reason. I really don't know why. Twitter's, like, the only one I've been able to, like, consistently, like, enjoy. Twitter's the only, well, I guess, aside from Blue Sky now, those are the only social medias that I actually, like, actively use as well as post on. The other ones, like my Instagram and stuff, I just post stuff when I remember and then I close that up. And I've tried to actively use it. I guess I browse Instagram a little bit every now and then. But I wouldn't really call it like a hobby like with browsing Twitter. I really don't know why. I guess I like the combination of image and text posts. I like to do a little bit of reading and a little bit of looking. That is one thing that I'm kind of struggling with Blue Sky, honestly, is like my feed is almost completely odd. Which is cool and all, but I would like to see a bit more variety. Like, I want to see some, like, memes and text posts and stuff. That's kind of what's stopping me from only using Blue Sky and not using Twitter at all anymore. Yeah, I also really like Tumblr, actually. It has a really nice mix of text and image posts, and I like that you can follow hashtags. So if I watch a new show or play a new game or something, I usually go on Tumblr and I search up the hashtag and I follow it, and then I'll see random posts related to that thing in my timeline. It's really cool. Problem with Tumblr is that not that many people use it. So I feel like I can't use it to keep up with people like I can with Twitter. Very positive that Instagram is bad, if not worse than Twitter. What makes you say that? I'm not kept up with the Instagram lore. Although I have noticed that they are very, very heavily pushing video posts now. Reels, I guess. Which is very annoying when you just want to look at some art. And not see... What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you... Yeah, I do know that change to Instagram's algorithm has kind of screwed over a lot of artists. Who would, you know, only make image posts because, of course, they're artists. Now suddenly Instagram only wants to promote videos, so it's like, okay, either you upload like time lapses of your artwork, which is a lot more work than people think. Yeah, or you just suck it up, I guess. Yeah, I know all about Automatic and Tumblr, the background of Tumblr in general. I did a lot of research into it for the one podcast episode I did about it. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like comedic in a way how how badly Tumblr is managed by the people who own it. Although, to be honest, like, even if it was managed really well, I don't know if it's ever gonna, like, become a mainstream social media app anymore, ever again, to be honest. You have a podcast? Well, just for you guys as a treat, I will spoil that my partner and I are working on a Cats of the Underworld reboot. I've been working on the... Maybe that's why I made the background the way I have. I've been working on all the graphics and animations for it. Lots of fire animations and stuff. Spent a very long time improving my fire animation game. But yeah, I think we're gonna stop with the gaming streams. Cause they were a little like kind of like difficult to set up and not really like I mean, it's freaking it's hard if you want to be if you want to do like gaming content in the current year, because it's just such a oversaturated style of content, you know? You have to be really, really unique to stand out. Which, I mean, I think if we kept doing it for long enough, we would grow an audience for the gaming streams, but personally I'd rather focus on the podcast. What percent of opacity to use? It depends on the... It depends. Like, this is currently 33. But sometimes I make it a bit darker, sometimes I make it a bit lighter. I just kind of like play around with the dial until I find something I like. Yeah, I've heard of Kara as well, but I've never used it myself. Is it like just for art? Kind of like ArtStation kind of thing? I was kind of close to using Inkblot. Like, Inkblot seems to be run by competent people, and like in general it seems like a good project, but it just seems like not that many people use it, unfortunately. I almost think that there's just not really a market for a DeviantArt style website anymore. Everybody's just using like Twitter and stuff to post their art. So I feel like you really need that combination of people who are looking for art and artists. Like, and those like only art focused websites tend to be like only populated by artists, I feel like. Yo, what the heck? Thank you for the dono, Jose. I really appreciate it. Wait, it went way too quick. I think you said, what's your opinion on the YouTube landscape? It's very pretty. There's some like trees, some bushes, clouds. In all honesty, I saw a couple people saying stuff like that earlier. That like YouTube content nowadays is not as good as it used to be. And I don't know if I like fully agree with that, to be honest. I think there's still a lot of really great creators. I don't know if it's just because I never use like the trending tab. Like, I have my subscriptions that I watch, and YouTube is pretty good at recommending me content that's similar to that. So I mean, I agree that there's a lot more yeah, I will just say I'm not a fan of the Mr. Beast style content. It feels a bit dystopian, I suppose. And it is a shame to see more and more people popping up for like monetary reasons nowadays. But I think there's still a lot of good content out there. Just gotta follow the right people. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep. Dun 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 dun. To be honest, I watch a metric frick ton of YouTube. So I think YouTube just has so much data on the kind of content that I like to watch that I really don't have a problem finding videos to watch and content creators to watch. What the
Meow
heck?
test. Is this broken?
Was it ever broken? Like, I don't really know. I don't know what you mean. Some of them are just really, like, quick, like that one. It's from a video where it's, like, sped up, so the cat's meows are just like, meh. Thank you though, dude. I really appreciate it. I want to give you a heart, but I gotta do it on my phone, so give me a second. Thank you for the meow test. I really appreciate it. La 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 la. I feel like YouTubers have been trying to make content that has the most possible viewers rather than the content they actually want to make. True. That's what happens when you need to monetize your art. Because otherwise you will die. But also, there's been creators like that ever since the YouTube Partner Program came out, ever since YouTube was like, yo, you can make money now. And yeah, I mean, I also got into making videos for the purpose of turning it into my job. Obviously, I just have a bit more, like, dignity, I guess. And I try to do it with content that I don't hate making. Like, that's the thing, I would probably be a lot more successful if I would make, like, top 10 videos. I won't lie, the thought of making mindless kids' animations has crossed my mind several times. But personally, I'm trying to strike that balance between stuff that I don't hate making, and I actually still, like, feel passionate about making, but I also need to be able to pay my bills with it, you know? Ow. My YouTube front page is so effed up, for real. Is that really such a problem? Cause mine's pretty good. Let me look at my front page. Oh, this is my streaming channel. I don't watch videos on my streaming channel. Let me look at my main channel. On my homepage, I have... Okay, I've got why being a small YouTuber is impossible. That's the kind of video I wouldn't watch. And I've got, like, John Stone. He's like a Pokemon YouTuber. I really like his videos. Veridis Joe, also a cool YouTuber that I enjoy. Nakey Jakey, absolute legend of a YouTuber. Got a couple of Matt Bernstein videos. He's like a podcaster. I've listened to like a couple of podcasts, but I don't know if I would like subscribe to him because it's kind of like listening or watching too much like political content makes me depressed. Yeah, it's like a bunch of like, oh my god, can YouTube please stop recommending me videos about Lily Orchard? I do not care. That is the one problem I have with my YouTube homepage. I don't know why it's constantly recommending me videos about her. Like, I really, really do not care. But yeah, other than that, it's like mostly like some like political videos, Pokemon videos, and like video essays, stuff about like it's like reviewing all 5 live-action Scooby-Doo movies. Like obviously I wouldn't watch like every single one of these videos, but it's not like slop content, I guess. I guess it's just because like I said, I do watch a ton of YouTube videos, so YouTube probably has a really good idea of what kind of content I like to watch. I also use the, you know, there's like the 3 dots if you click on them and say, I don't like this video. I do that a lot if there's a video that I don't want to watch. Honestly thought about making this kind of sellout mass-produced trash content because, not gonna lie, earning more than $2 above minimum wage would be nice. Yeah. And that's something you wouldn't have to think about if we didn't live in a capitalist society. Have you seen the guy that created a fixed input sequence for Pokemon Sapphire that beats all statistically possible games? Honestly, I barely know what any of that means. No, I have not seen it. The thing is, I really like those kinds of videos, including like the John Stone videos where he like tries to catch every Pokemon in each game and sees how long it takes him. I find those really interesting. But the main way I watch YouTube is I have it on in the background while I'm working on animations and art. And unfortunately, videos like that, they're a bit too like distracting. Like I have to look at the screen, otherwise I will not listen. Either I'll just not listen to the video at all, or I'll stop working and just look at the video instead of working. The concept of having to earn money to live is not necessarily a capitalist problem. Wealth inequality has existed as long as society has. It kinda is though. Cause like it like promotes the concept of like competition for wealth, right? And I guess I just don't understand what you mean, because it's like saying things like that doesn't mean that capitalism isn't bad, right? I just think that an ideal, like the human society, we have the resources and the ability to live in a world where healthcare is free, housing is free, all of the basic necessities we need as human beings is free. We have the ability to do that. But we don't, because rich people want to get richer. And there's only a finite amount of money. And the only way that the rich people are gonna get richer is to take that money from other people. Although, I don't want to linger on this topic for too long, to be honest, so I apologize if I do not respond to anything you want to say about that. I just don't want to, like, talk about politics too much on my stream. Ah. I just want to be able to make art and not have to monetize it, you know? That would be really cool. So there's random stuff in each Pokemon game, where you find a Pokemon at high grass, Pokemon stats, critical hits, etc. The guy created an order of pressing buttons to beat the game regardless of how each random event turned out. Took him like 2 years. I think I understand what you mean. That sounds interesting. Who would be your favorite artist or the one who inspired you the most? I honestly can't think of a single person. I've just been inspired by so many different artists over the years. I will say, when it comes to animation and like being a YouTuber, Edsworld is probably my most, like, the most what has inspired me the most in total, on average. Wah, 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 wah. Ugh. Jose, I guess I just don't really understand, like, what your point is. Because it feels like I agree that it's definitely not easy or maybe even possible within our lifetimes to, you know, change the entire system that the majority of the world lives in. That's true. It just seemed like... It seems like, yes, it seems like you're saying that, I don't have a reason to criticize capitalism, I guess. That's just how it comes across. Like, we may not be able to change the things that we dislike about the system within our lifetimes in a meaningful way. But we can still, like, bring the issues with it to other people's attention and, like, work towards a better society, right? I don't think we have to, like, put up with it, you know? Like, I feel like my my criticisms with the system are very valid. Sounds like something a commie would say. Nah, I honestly don't know, like, I don't have a solution to it, to be honest. Like, I'm not that knowledgeable in that area. I don't know what, like, the perfect system would be. I'm just I just think we should try to move towards a society where basic human needs are met. Oh. Und jetzt darf ich das alles auf Deutsch wiederholen. Nee, Spaß, ich hab echt keine Lust. Ich hab gar keine Ahnung, wie ich das übersetzen würde. Mein Deutsch ist einfach so simpel. Ich habe das Gefühl, ich rede wie ein Kleinkind. Weil ich sehr viele große Wörter nicht kenne. Deswegen sage ich immer nur das Gleiche. Dann ist das halt so. To summarize, I said, now I get to repeat all of that in German. Nope, I'm just kidding. I don't even know how I would translate all of that. And then I said that I feel like my German vocabulary is really, really basic. I feel like I talk like a little kid when I speak German. It's because a lot of, like, I don't know a lot of, like, big words, I guess. Like, I can speak German and I sound pretty natural while I do it. But I feel like I just use the same handful of words over and over again. So I don't know many big ones. Wah, 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 wah. Wait, you speak German? I sure do. Oops. Can you do a geometry dash stream someday? I can never say that name. I would, but I have a weird thing with gaming streams. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't know why, but I kind of struggle to get motivated to do gaming streams. You would think it would be the opposite, where I'm like, yay, gaming stream, I just have to play a game on stream, so easy. And with art streams, it would be like, art, I gotta, like, do art and stream it? What the heck? But it's the opposite for me. I don't know. My theory is just that I think I probably, like, I probably care too much about being judged on how good I am at the game. That, and I also, with a lot of games, it's kind of hard to pay attention to chat at the same time. So if you're wondering, that's why I don't do a lot of gaming streams. I mean, another thing is that they're also not like there's less of an audience for them, kind of like what I was saying earlier, that gaming is a bit more of a competitive market. To make it sound really corporate. Whereas there's not that many art streamers. And I do also personally I personally would rather watch art streams than gaming streams as well, so I totally understand the discrepancy there. Hard to play a game while managing chat and performing to the audience. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I probably also internalize it a bit. That I struggle so much. Sorry, my partner's in the kitchen making very loud noises. It kind of sounded like they heard themselves, so I'm just listening to see if I could pick up any more information about what's going on in the kitchen right now. I think they're fine. No hospital visits today, thankfully. Yeah, maybe I also feel kind of bad about the gaming stream thing because I feel like it's supposed to be easier than it is for me. But actually, it's not that easy. Appears in Spanish. I'm gonna have to ask you to speak English in my live stream chat. SMH, my head. Honestly thought about doing challenge streams while gaming, like trying to win a match in LOL while pepper sprayed or taped to a wall. That is very dramatic. But yeah, that's a good example of something that would help you stand out. And nowadays there's so many gaming streamers that you need to give people a reason to click on your stream over all the others. And yeah, I have to say, a challenge like that would definitely definitely get people clicking. I mean, if you didn't know that, Mr. Beast also started out doing videos like that. Like videos like, I count to 1 million in one sitting. Theoretically, you can boil all content down to somebody doing something that other people aren't doing. Anyway, look at this cute fox. I'm always really tempted to, like, oversaturate the colors, I've noticed. I'm trying not to do that too much because this character has very neutral... a very neutral color palette. But I do think I can bump up the orange a bit. Not that much though. Look at this cute heckin' fox. Yeah, I think this is good. Oops, no, I did the correct thing. Yippee. Oh my gosh, this exact cute fox is in Twitch chat right now. We are so blessed. Okay, I'm gonna drop in this color, and then I'm gonna do edit, tonal correction, hue, saturation, luminosity, and I'm gonna play around with the levels until I find something that I like. I'm kind of thinking green, like something green to match the eyes. Maybe a bit like soft. Like a pastel. Okay, how about this as the background? Ah. And then some foresty colors. Ooh. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Yeah. That looks nice. Yeah, I think that's a really nice combination of colors. Yippee! Yatta! What if I just start, like, making random noises that sound vaguely conversational just to see who's still paying attention? I'm just like, what? Or like, start talking in chipish. Vaguely conversational noises sounds like a good routine, really. I don't know, I don't know. I don't know if I could live with that. I can barely handle the German one, to be honest with you. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Whole stream that's nothing but Simlish. Now there's a stream challenge for you. It's like a subathon. People have to donate to keep you speaking Simlish. You're only allowed to stop when the timer runs out. I'm extremely hungry. Cannot wait to devour some chicken wings soon. With blue cheese dip. Dinner reveal. Ew. Ah. You draw really fast? Wow, really? You think so? I feel like I draw kinda slow. But you know what? After doing this for so many years, I probably can draw pretty fast compared to the average. Hair zone. Nah, I'm not ignoring you, YouTube chat. What makes you say that? Whoa, bro is wiggly. The guy sure is wiggling. Right here. Reach silly levels of tired, I'm starting to find everything funny. That's a wonderful level to be at. See, like, who needs alcohol when you can just be really tired and have the same effect? Boopity scoop, scoopity whoop. Yo, remember Shoop the Whoop? That was That was weird. Those I'm a fire in my laser videos are probably the reason why I find explosions, cut off explosions, so funny nowadays. There we go, look at that cute hacking foxo right there. I think I'm gonna do one more little touch up actually. We do some little paw highlights, heck yeah. Shiny beans. Shiny beans. Okay, I think I don't have any more commissions in my queue right now. If anyone would like to yoink a wiggle icon commission like this one, I will start working on it right now. But if not, I will do some little doodles in the last half an hour. Yeah, I'm really proud of I'm really proud of all the wiggle icons I've made. Honestly, I really like. They came out so good. I'll send these off after stream. I'll give them a quick look over again. Sometimes after I when I complete a piece, I give it a little break. Come back to it later, and sometimes I see stuff that I missed, so I like to do that. And I'll send them off after stream. Yippee! Okay, so something that I've been meaning to do for a while is if you happen to be new here, you may or may not have noticed that I have multiple different VTuber models. It is actually, in fact, my dream to have even more. I basically want to have a model for every single character. Like every single Sona I have plus variants. Which is, here's, for example, Chip. And where was I going with that? Yeah, that might seem like a very, very huge feat, but I'm gonna do it anyway because screw you. And in order to decide which character to make next, I would like to do a poll so that everyone, you guys, everyone could help me decide who should be next. But in order to make that poll, I wanted to make a couple of examples of like what each character would look like. So I will start doing that in the last half an hour of the stream. Because it's something I haven't had a chance to do because I've been so busy with the main channel videos. How many characters do you have? Well, there's gonna be 5 in the poll. One of them being Charlie. He's a cat. It's a sleepy gay cat. So I'm kind of thinking of he would probably look something like this, kind of like a like an Animal Crossing villager. Like that. Yeah, I did have 4 characters that I was gonna do. But then my stream chat actually inspired me to make another soda. We were talking about unique species of sodas. And then I made a snail moth combination. So that's my my latest soda. The other ones are a bit older. I'd say the oldest is Ryan. Ryan's even older than Ryan's even older than Chip, actually. Or is he? No, I made Ryan in late 2017, which was after I made Chip. Yeah. If I would put them in order of age, I believe it goes Chip, Ryan, Charlie. Chip, Ryan, Charlie, that's the cat I'm doing right now. Then I made... Wait, I gotta look at a list. I think I made Radio, the Protogen, before I made Socks, actually. And then I made Bonnie, he's a cheetah. Yeah, and then the still unnamed snail moth that stream chat inspired me to make. I like kinda wanna name him Chris, but I also know someone in real life called Chris, and I feel like that would be kinda weird. I think I would put a hoodie on him. Oh yeah, he has emo hair because of course he does. Yeah, so that's example number 1. Hello, what is that? Yum! I sure hope my my compressor was working for that. I got fed a cracker with some blue cheese dip on it. Very tasty. That was one very scary cat video yesterday. Absolutely terrified. I deeply apologize. I just wanted to make it a tiny bit scary, but it ended up it ended up being absolutely terrifying. Yeah, also another thing I want to do with these models is kind of like make them less furry looking, I guess. That's why I want Charlie to look like an Animal Crossing character. I don't know about Ryan though. I'm thinking kind of like, maybe like, similar. Or maybe he should look like a Pokemon. Now that I see these eyes. If every single design of Chip were forced to compete in a battle royale to fight to the death, who would be the winner? Probably the one that's just, like the one in the corner over there. The one who just looks like a regular cat. Also, I'm absolutely dreading doing the muzzle on Ryan. Because making a live 2D model is a lot easier the more flat your character's face is. Like this guy, the one I'm using right now, was already a nightmare. Doesn't help that I'm also not amazing at like thinking in 3D spaces. It's something I kind of have a bad habit of avoiding over my time as being an artist. Chip-cat would destroy all the others ruthlessly and cutely. Exactly. He would just like... He would, like, his eyes would go wide, like in the evil clone video. And he would go like wah 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 wah, and then like everything would explode. You know, like in Adventure Time with those worms, where they go wah 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 wah, and then weird things happen. That's what Chip can do as well. I've just decided. I need more cartoonishly Angie looking eyes. Angie, but not actually Angie. Although sometimes I used to draw his eyes more like this. It looks a bit more silly when I do that. I'm not sure. Wait, I've only ever seen you draw furry art. Did I just cross over into a different universe? Actually, I've drawn a few humans in my lifetime. Actually, I can show you. I'm gonna show you. Oh, we got this one that I did recently. Look, that's technically not a furry. And then we got definitely not sifting through all the furries right now. Wait for it. Here. here as a human, maybe like 10% furry because of the cat ears and stuff. Wait. Here's another one I did. I'm really proud of this one. I think it came out really well. But yeah, I do indeed draw things other than furries sometimes. Chips a Brody. I mean, I've never really specifically hid the fact that I used to be a Brody. I wouldn't consider myself one anymore because I don't really do anything in the fandom. I never even finished watching the show. The big teeth. Not even just the muzzle is gonna be a massive pain to rig, but the frickin' teeth as well. You were a brownie? Yeah, I was like double chocolate flavored with like white chocolate chips. But then I realized that like it kind of hurts when people bite you. So I returned to my human form. Hi, big fan of your work. Thank you, I appreciate it. Welcome in. Watched MLP twice, does that make me one? I'm sorry to say, but yes. Yeah, it's kind of like the whole furry thing. You can literally have a persona. You could even like go to furry conventions and stuff, and still not be a furry if you really want to. That's my opinion on it. It's like meow meow.
It's 5:39 am and the birds have just come out, so I'm gonna head out. Good night, everyone. It was a fun stream.
Go to sleep, Marty. I mean, you are, but go to sleep. Oh my gosh. I hope you have a good sleep, dude. I really appreciate you stopping by today. It was fun as well for me too. Good night. Night. What's your opinion on Tower Unite? I don't know what that is. Therefore, I have no opinion. Oh yeah, like, in my opinion, furry is a label that you can only apply to yourself. And same with being a Brody as well. I think Chip could beat Goku. Is he really, like, how powerful is he really? I've never watched, okay, I watched, like, the first 10 episodes of the original Dragon Ball. I actually really liked it. I don't know why I stopped watching it. I think I just forgot to keep watching it. But I've never watched, Dragon Ball Z or Super or any of the others. Ah. Tower Unite is so chill, I highly recommend. Okay, what kind of game is it? Is it a tower defense by any chance? I feel like that's too easy. I do like tower defense games a lot though. My friend claims to be a hobbyist furry and I'm not 100% sure what that is supposed to mean. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that could mean either. Maybe they're like mixing up furry with Therian. Maybe that's their way of saying I'm into furry stuff, but I don't consider myself like an animal in any way. Maybe that's what they mean. I don't know what his body would look like. I gotta go look at reference images of my own drawing. Yes. Where's the boy? Where's the man, the myth, the legend? The dog? Tower Unite is a socializing game where you play minigames, decorate a suite of your own with the coins you get from the minigames, and just hang out with friends. At least last time I played it, that was the gist. Okay, okay. Sounds like Neopets. How much longer are you gonna stream? Just till the hour. 15 entire minutes. He's kind of giving me Sonic character vibes right now. I don't know how I feel about that. Ah. Seems I came rather late today, too bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes I stream a little bit longer than 3 hours. Just cause, just as a treat. But apologies. I hunger. And I must retreat to the kitchen to receive the sustenance that my partner has prepared. What shall you have to sustain you? I shall be receiving, the wings of a feathered creature. I can't think of a fancy way to say blue cheese. without making it sound really gross. Slightly liquidated produce of a bovine. Is bovine the right word? Literally, why is my humor just like explosions and using fancy vocabulary? Rigging his muzzle is gonna be such a pain. I'm gonna hate myself. But if the people will it, then it shall be. Scratches the brain in good spots, probably. That is, yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like oddly satisfying. I don't know about the explosions though. Like, why is a cut-off explosion like peak comedy to me? Especially because I've used it and seen it so many times. You would think like, oh, it's just the element of surprise, but like it's not anymore. Will you eat those wings with cheese on bread? I apologize, but I do not know what is this cheese on bread you speak of. I am only aware of produce of bovine. Is that what you mean? Yeah, like, even based on just how quick I was able to draw this, rigging a Charlie model would probably take me like a day. Nah, it wouldn't, nah. That was simply, emphasis for comedic effect. Hyperbole, that's the word. Hyperbole, when the ball is really big. Whoa. Wowee. Wowzers. Okay, I'm gonna leave him there for now. Another really hard one is gonna be Radio the Protogen. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I've ever seen a live 2D rig of a Protogen. Am I gonna die? I think it would just have to be like a side-facing one. And then when I look around, it just kind of goes like... Maybe like mostly side-facing with like a tiny bit of a... Maybe like probably figure out a way to make him look like kinda over here. without having to, like, draw the second eye in. So it would get really complicated, I think. I believe... What even is a protogen? Insert toaster joke here. A protogen is a original species made by the artist Cool Koinu. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's basically like a robot mixed with a mammal. But they are infamously hard to draw because they obviously don't exist in real life. There's not many things in real life that even look similar, so... Very hard to draw, and I'm out here like, yo, I'm gonna make a 3D, live 2D rig of it. Oh, isn't generic purple protogen's VTuber a 3D one? Like a 3D, model? How are you doing today, my favorite animator? Oh my gosh, hehehe, thank you very much. I'm doing okay, I'm just very tired, so I apologize if I, do that, where I forget what I'm saying halfway through the sentence. I'm also gonna be ending stream pretty soon, I apologize, but I appreciate you stopping by anyway. Oh yeah, of course, you can use Protogen fursuits as a reference, actually. Why do I always forget those exist? Furry cyberpunk or something? Basically, yeah. Wouldn't making a 3D model be easier than rigging a 2D one? Not when you don't have any 3D experience. Honestly, I think both of those take like a similar amount of time. Because you still have to rig the 3D model as well. Don't know how, but seeing you still streaming and making videos feels nostalgic. I don't know whether to make a joke about feeling old, but I appreciate it. Maybe my videos and stuff still have a bit of a early 2000s YouTube feel to them. Well, not early 2000s, frickin' pre-2020 feel. That's what I meant to say. So that's when I started my channel. Can't say it's something I, like, consciously do, though. Yo, we gotta beep boop. A beep boop right here. What do you think about the song "Thick of It" by KSI? Is that the new one he released? I don't know if he's ever made any other music. I've never really like watched his content, to be honest. Is it the one that everyone's like clowning on right now? Because I gotta say, it's not like a good song, but I feel like some people are kind of like judging it a bit too harshly, which I kind of understand. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people, some types of people have realized how to like get on his nerves, and they're kind of like judging his songs like especially harshly just to get on his nerves because they think it's funny. Yeah, I think if he would have released it before he started getting upset about a Twitter, then it probably wouldn't have gotten so much hate. I'm honestly kind of surprised that it took this long for people to start criticizing him though. Because he's kind of always been, maybe not always, but for a long time been doing like shady YouTube stuff. But I also don't have much knowledge in the area because I don't keep up with that kind of thing. I only know things I've heard through the grapevine, therefore I wish to not discuss it for too long. But yeah. Is that GIMP? It is absolutely not GIMP. How dare you? I would never use GIMP ever in my life. It is funny because I used GIMP for a pretty long time in my childhood. Okay, anyway, I think that's gonna be it from me today. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. We had some fun chats today. I appreciate you keeping me company whilst I was, I'm ending stream.
Some burger cheese.
Ah!